Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and in today's video my mom is making a beautiful set of pink Larimar resin coasters. The first thing she's doing is taking Let's Resin's pink holographic glitter and using a brush to apply it along these crystal edges of the molds. This is a really simple and great way to achieve an even better crystal effect in your crystal molds. She uses an alcohol wipe to wipe away any of that glitter that's gotten onto the flat surface. Now she's ready to mix in her resin, and in today's video she'll be using Deepond's Coaster Cast resin. It's a low viscosity resin that has a 2:1 ratio by weight, so she does have out a small kitchen scale to measure out the parts properly. Always be sure to read the instructions on your resin bottle, as the mixing ratio from resin to resin differs. She uses a wooden stick to mix the two parts together well for around 3 to 5 minutes, or until no streaks are visible in the resin. Then she separates it into smaller cups where she'll be adding in her pigments. She's using paper cups, and this is a great option to use with resin because they can be reused. Once the resin has hardened onto the paper cup, you don't have to worry about chunks of it peeling off, whereas that can happen sometimes with plastic cups. The first pigment she's using is Artline's white pigment paste. Followed by Liquitex's acrylic ink in the shade Pyrrole Red. In that same cup, she adds in Let's Resin's alcohol ink in the shade Peach Red. And she continues adding in more drops until she's happy with the opacity. In her next cup, she's using Liquitex's acrylic ink in the shade Yellow Medium Azo. And in that same cup, she's adding in Eder Art's mica powder in the shade Light Coral. She starts by pouring her white pigmented resin into the molds. She's carefully tilting the molds to make sure that the white pigmented resin has reached the whole base area. Then she pours her red pigmented resin directly into the center, followed by her yellow pigmented resin. And she pours a small amount of clear resin on top. She uses a torch gun to pop any air bubbles that might have risen to the top. Now she'll be mixing in what will be her center detail, and she's using some pink chunky holographic glitter. She adds some into a small amount of resin. And she's also adding some of this pink glitter from Let's Resin that she used along the edges of her molds. She mixes that together and then uses a wooden stick to apply it directly into the center. Once she's done, she makes sure to cover her mold so that nothing will fly into the resin while it's hardening. And she had a little bit of leftover resin, so she went ahead and poured that into a small tea light candle holder mold. And she covers that as well. And here she is the next day demolding. And here's the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on my Instagram, Summer Girl Designs, and my mom's Instagram, Wild Heart Resin Art.